Eastwood side. Clint Eastwood, the way I see it is he is Joseph Biden. Joseph Biden used the body of Joseph Biden. No, sorry. Clint Eastwood used the body of um did I say Clint Eastwood? Clint Eastwood used the body of Joseph Biden, who was put in jail for 20 years or some years, some long. I was he was librarian after he was somebody in the group band Kiss, and he was called Paul Kisch in the group band, and he was friend with Hillary Clinton at the time, as far as I know, and he had some interesting story with me. I it was the test time exam. I didn't take the exam for I made absent. I was absent for the class, and I took the exam at his library in Independence High School, Independence, in I think it was March or April 1986, and I made the preparation for. I didn't want it to miss the test. Hillary Clinton was the teacher called Mrs. Schmidt, and she was an English teacher. The class was so difficult for me to take a class with the native speakers about the Fitzgerald class. Um, was so difficult. So I prepared to cheat for the class. I put something on the dictionary. At the time, we used, let me see, I have that kind of dictionary still. No. Yes. I bought something new, some new dictionary like this. This is the same kind of dictionary I put. Maybe my writing, no, I think I bought the new one after I came back to Japan, here in Japan, and I put some notes. The place, like here, at the footnote around here, and he said he probably knew. He was a nice guy, but he looked kind of mean, strict librarian to me. So he said, "Didn't you look dictionary?" I said I didn't. He said I did for to look up the word to write a better essay for the essay part. And he said it was okay. Okay, okay, he said. And he let me go. So that was the issue of the Joseph Biden, Paul Kish, and Clint Eastwood later on in 1990. He was running for the Senate or House in Southern California. I remember that standing. It was 3 years later, but he was running, and he was very famous in California. He's running for Senate or the House was very famous. I remember that, and his son was uh in the he lost the son in the traffic accident, and that was very also heartbreaking news. Um, and that was Justin Bieber or someone. I wasn't so sure at the time, and um, but I came back to Japan a year later. Many people signed for the intelligence matter of the tooth I had, which on which the receptor of silicon tip was on, and so they could see me on the whole earth radios at the time. And I didn't know. I lost the news with Joseph Biden, Paul Kish at the time, 1991, and I heard that later on. Kind of sensed he was put in jail and was uh like uh someplace in California or maybe um in East Coast. I'm not sure, but he was used um observing me at this house for 20 years, and and for what should I say, betting, betting, or gambling, lotto, creating lotto. But he was at the on the other hand, he was very good at preaching. Preaching fellow prisoners, colleague prisoners, and was able to get out the jail in 2010 or something. That's what I hear, alongside with Brigitte Bardot and Charlie MacLaine in France, where the Clint Eastwood, uh, Salinas, and there is the place 20-mile drive. People know the area, and I know the area, and some there was a channel between Salinas 20 miles to some Mont Saint Michel, close to the place Mont Saint Michel in France. That's what I hear was, and also I'm sorry, that's what I sensed Also, traceable, looking at this Joseph Biden and Clint Eastwood issue after 2016 and Donald Trump administration. And there was that, but Paul Kish um, was able to escape from the body physical issue of Clint Eastwood, and he now lives someplace in United States. His wife Diana Biden was in Southern California with Dennis Ritchie, um, who is very troublesome person who used to go with Donald Trump as a priest named David Jeremiah in Southern California, La Jolla, where Diana Biden was um, counseling uh, uh, church members. I called her at the beginning of this war. I didn't know that was Diana Biden, but I'm sorry, she left me the name Diana, and I talked to her. And after 3 years, I recalled that was Diana Biden. She came around the time in Japan on TV. Justin Bieber was greatly beaten by his colleague. Um, he was really tearing. And at that time, I realized that was the sound of them, and I really felt I'm sorry, I sympathized. Um, I have been sympathizing for them, the family, and I went to the church, Salvation Army in Nankodai, where I live, and I saw that person's face. There was a person the same as that age, same as me, mine, and looked like Justin Bieber. And I left the bread, and he said he would he would eat and share with some people. That was the time about a year and a half ago. We were uh, we as at the time there was about the time Valdai conference was built, and I was with half UN recommended by Inez and Diana Spencer and and many other Japanese people, starting with Akihito, and uh, that was what we call chinjo. Chinjo is to ask um, someone higher up with the treatment for someone who is um, who is herself. And I did that I did bread delivering for that purpose. But there's also the thing jargon. taraimawashi, which is uh, as many times and as many people, as many higher up you go ask, you get ignored or neglected. Your petition wouldn't be um, granted. And I didn't know my bread, round bread. There's a round bread, like German big bread. I baked that bread to make it real, real than Japanese bread. And the round thing was round, round, round shape of the German bread represented, and the archetype was the archetype of Taraimawashi. So some people from Dubai conference would have laughed at them, saying, "See, she wants her petition, Jinjo, to be Taraimawashi too." But I continued, made that bread, and 2 weeks ago I delivered my last pieces of bread to Sendai Catholic. What would you call that? The most highest Catholic uh, place in Sendai, and was I asked the priest, Kojo Hogo, as the actor's name, and I gave them a bag with 20 butter roll and hard incense that was delivered to Torino, where Donald Trump residence is. And I heard that he was eat, um, eaten by Mr. Trump, and there was very rainy day, big rainy day, 3 days ago, Sendai, and I sensed, and the message was delivered that he had a peak experience with that. He was so glad that he had my bread, and that was some one of the and the most uh I'm sorry, one of the center of the reason why he was shot. I made the bread he ate, and he had a peak experience as Akihito did with my croissant a year and a half ago, or I think it has been that long time since then. And uh I'm sorry, I'm asking for as many people as I can, many higher up or person, respected people, I mean the world leaders, who is with me, who supports me, I'm sorry, who support me, singular, じゃなくて plural, and who pays for me. What do you call the promoter is not the word. Um, support, promote. なんつうんだっけ? Like the person who pays for the commercial on TV. So I make this, and um I really truly worried about Donald Trump. He was shot in here, and the bullet went through. So, and he was a light casualty. So was I I'm not that much. I'm relieved that he wasn't really shot like 1980s uh, Ronald Reagan. And I'm s- I appreciate Donald Trump, um, for he has been the biggest 協賛者 提供者, he's 提供者, supporter, financial supporter of me. Do not believe that I said 共産者, which would turn communist. We have the same sound word, 共産 and supporter, 提供者. That's why it will go. But I so the news is that Donald Trump ate my uh, butter roll, and my pronunciation and tone of voice got well, and he cried over the cloud. He could rainfall. He could he could make the rain fall. That's one possible thing he would have done for the appreciation for the rainy day. Rain, no, not rainy day, but um, he was. I think he was glad, and that raindrop represented his tears. That's what I thought. And he seems to agree with all the, not all, but president of the United States, like Barack Obama. The news ran as he was with Donald Trump, although he was Democrat. And it's about time. And today I'm going to the swimming pool. In Japan, today is the day of ocean holiday, so the gym is open, although it's Monday. So I'm going to swim. So if it's on if it's on lotto, you bet. But I got what you and how you bet by the David Cochrane evidence vibrational astrology teaching teaching or disclosure. So it's useless to make it lotto, but uh, I'm going. And today and this week, hopefully by the end of this month, I get to receive for the interview of Sendai Tech College for the associate professor's position. Yes. So have a good day, Mr. Donald Trump. Take take it easy. Not take it easy, but take care. Feel easy. Yes. Take care. Have a good day and good night over there. おやすみなさい。